Born in Mumbai, raised in Dubai, Manoj Shewaramani grew up between two worlds and built a third of his own. From a decade in banking to losing 10 years of saving in business, most people would have hit exit. He hit restart and built Shewaramani Plastics, now a growing name in hygiene and disposable supplies. He is not just a businessman, he is the bridge every chapter wishes for. An ambassador who helps nests like us, the early birds family, stay connected, growing, and always chirping. I'm Dr. Sijo Mathews, president of BNI Early Birds, and this is Stories from the Nest, voice of early birds, with our guest bird, Manoj Shewaramani. Okay, Manoj, you started over from scratch. What was that moment you knew this time it's going to work, or this time I'm going to make it work? Was it a gut feeling, or the universe finally sending you thumbs up instead of a slap?
Well, it's a mix of both. Obviously, the thing that I believe that yes, I will make it work. So if I can just break this down into two phases, it was very clear that from childhood, actually, I wanted to start my own business. Coming from humble background, it was difficult to start something with an investment. So I started working in the bank. I was working for 10 years in the banking field to save money to start my own business. Through a common friend, I got into the business of baking supplies. And that's when a line struck, and I'm like, okay, fine. I was confident and I can do any business. I can do sales. I have it in me. I have the passion in me. And that's what continued. 4 months down the lane, I realized that the partnership has broken. And it's two things. Either I go back to banking, where obviously in banking, I had built good relationships, one of the core values of BNI. I had built good relationships. And if I have wanted one call away, and I would have got back into banking. But at that time, something struck me and I said, you know what, if I have got the opportunity to come into this business zone, let me move forward. Me calling the bank, going back into banking was my comfort zone. I've come out of my comfort zone. Let me make this thing work. Let me give it a try. And that's when I established, by the grace of God, but that's when I established Shewaramani Plastics.
That's fantastic, Manoj. Growing from 15 to 500 products, what's the secret behind that kind of growth? Persistence, adaptability, or just pure grit and maybe a little caffeine?
Not really. So obviously growing from 15 to 500 today sounds a big achievement, but I have a story behind every single product. So one of the main things that we realize, like for Shewaramani Plastics, customer is like the heart. It's the customer's feedback that actually helped us grow where we are today. Having a retail store in Meena Bazaar, Bardubai, and people coming for retail shopping, and when they don't see much of the products over there, they just lose the momentum of why are we over here. So initially, I remember when I had my shop, it was like a showroom. Showroom is something for people who are into manufacturing and want to just show a sample piece like a Rolex or something, where I am into the most basic of essentials. And when people come and ask me, okay, you have tissues but you don't have toilet rolls, you have dishwash but you don't have a sponge and a scrubber. So every single product has a story, how we built it up through customers feedback, to making sure that every vertical or every product that complements each other is available at Shewaramani Plastics. And that's what has got us from 15 to 500 products. And today, very proudly, we can say that we've got everything under the roof.
You often talk about legacy and your son. What values do you hope he takes forward from your journey, besides never touching dad's business savings plan?
I like the way you slide that in. Obviously, as being the only child and me having the only child, this is something legacy that I would love to leave behind for him. But obviously, I would want him to understand that this legacy is not inherent. It is something that you need to earn or work towards. So I would love to leave for him a guidebook in which I would share my struggles, my sleepless nights, my decision making power, where I wasn't confident enough to know whether it would work, it would not work, and what worked, what did not work, is something that I feel would help him achieve and take Shewaramani Plastics to new heights.
You've been part of BNI for years. What inspired you to step up as an ambassador and give back to the network? Was it pure passion or just a smart way to get more free breakfast?
I remember Bijay had asked me that question, what is BNI for you? I consider BNI to be a mini MBA course for me. It's been 4 years. I finally graduated. And after I have graduated and got my degree, the only thing that I thought best would be is to give back to the community what I have learned from them, how it has helped me grow personally and in my business. So if I can make a difference to someone else, I am here for it.
What's the most rewarding part about guiding chapters and helping members grow in their business journey, apart from collecting unlimited thank yous and coffees?
So more than I feel guiding the chapter, it is something that you learn from every member. The more one-to-ones you do with members, you get to know about their journey, what their past experience have been, how they've started their own business, and what are the different things that they're doing in their business. So you also get to learn from them. We all are not perfect. Life is all about lifelong learning. So I guess it's win-win. It's both the ways.
We early birds really appreciate your energy and support, especially the LT. What makes this our chapter so special? And please, not just the breakfast.
So it's I am a person who believes in vibe, and I have been part of early or I've come to early birds even earlier, but it's the vibe that basically got me in. So I didn't know how I would fit in as a role of an ambassador when I came into early birds, but with the warm welcome and the vibe that I got from the chapter, it was completely different. And today's date, I cannot not say this, that early birds is a second home to me.
Wow. Thank you very much. Having seen BNI from both sides, as a member as well as an ambassador, what is the biggest value you see in the system that others often miss?
If I have to break that down in an analogy, then I would say, again, this is a second analogy after 4 years that I've discovered, is that for me, BNI is like a gym membership. When you go and you buy a gym membership, they don't guarantee you that you're going to have the most perfect body. You are getting the platform, you are getting the equipments. It's upon you. How do you go forward? Whether you want to do a chest day, you want to do a leg day, or you just want to do CrossFit, BNI provides that platform to you. It only depends on you, how you manifest that or how you work out and get yourself into the best shape.
And finally, Manoj, finish this sentence without overthinking. BNI for me is.
Can I close my eyes? BNI for me is meditation. Every time when I come to BNI, when I attend the BNI meetings, when I see people around at 6:30 a.m. in the morning trying to help each other out, whether it is socials, whether it is meetings, whether it's the amazing healthy breakfast that is there, or whether it is a normal night out, evening out, or a coffee break. BNI for me is just meditation. That's the time when I come into BNI, I just forget about all my struggles, my business struggles, everything. I'm just over there, focused, dedicated with my family.
That was such a nice way of putting it, Manoj. From banking to business, from loss to leadership. Manoj's story reminds us that when life clips your wings, it's only teaching you how to fly stronger. Every nest has a story, and every story has a heartbeat. This was Stories from the Nest, Voice of Early Birds, with our guest bird, Manoj Shewaramani.
Thank you.
Until next time, I'm Dr. Sijo Mathews. Keep soaring high, keep believing, and keep giving. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.